What to do, YouTube? It is that time of week again. Odds makers they are killing the Dolphins right now, literally killing the Dolphins. Before we get into the preview, just want to sit back and make a quick little notes. The Miami Dolphins were fined $30,000. Andy Gaze was also fined $15,000 for violating the injury report policy. As you know, at the beginning of October, we ended up playing the Chicago Bears, and supposedly the Miami Dolphins didn't provide accurate information about Ryan Tannehill's shoulder injury, considering how long he has been out. So the severity of Ryan Tannehill's injury hasn't, the information about that wasn't disclosed clearly. So, but moving forward, Ryan Tannehill has been considered out against the Chicago Bears, and we're going to go on the bye week after this week. So we have the perfect opportunity of getting Ryan Tannehill back for the last couple stretches of games. I believe that's it's a tough road as far as the last couple of games in the regular season, as we find ourselves in the playoff race. We only sit back and have a couple of teams to deal with as far as earning a wild card spot. The San Diego Chargers, the Cincinnati Bengals are all looking to make a run. So I'm praying on them teams to sit back and take a couple more losses so we can end up, you know, being within that wild card picture. But getting into before we get to the preview, one more thing. The Miami Dolphins are actually working out cornerbacks right now, because as you know, last week we lost Cordae Tankersley. We're sitting on just Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain. He was in the concussion protocol, so we don't know what his availability is going to be looking like. We're just sitting on Torrey McTyer and Armstrong. To be honest with you, I'm tired. I told you this before. I'm not really a big fan of Torrey McTyer. But yeah, we're going to actually most definitely need some corner help, considering, it's a little bit too late now as far as going up against the Green Bay Packers. But as far as moving forward, we most definitely going to need some cornerback depth. As far as the whole Rashad Jones situation, I feel like that thing has been, we'll see during the game against the Green Bay Packers if that issue has been resolved, because I'm pretty sure that if Rashad Jones actually does have an issue with Matt Burke and it has like a lingering effect, that Moses will most definitely be shown on the sideline as far as how that relationship goes. So make sure that you pay attention during the game, how the body language and how that relationship goes during the course of the Green Bay Packers game. Now, let's go ahead and get into the preview part. Like I said, the odds makers didn't exactly give us the best chance to win, but looking at the Green Bay Packers, I preach about the fact that how much of a big Aaron Rodgers fan that I am, but it's time for us to sit back and actually take the dub against them, considering the fact that as far as what I have seen of the Green Bay Packers over the past couple of weeks, offense have struggled big time. I feel if we can be able to keep Aaron Rodgers inside the pocket and not letting him break the pocket and make them broken plays, I feel like we can contain this offense. It's clear cut that Aaron Rodgers isn't exactly clearly healthy. So the play calling has extremely been an issue. Mike McCarthy, I believe this is going to be his last year in Green Bay, but I'll be glad to take full advantage of the Green Bay Packers this week. But like I said, just containing Aaron Rodgers inside the pocket, ball up the running game, because Aaron, I believe his name is Aaron Jones, if I'm not mistaken. He will sit back and run the ball on us. Let's just continue the success that we had last week against the New York Jets. We ended up 4-4, 4 interceptions. The defense looked like the defense that we had in the first 4 weeks of the season. So hopefully we could be able to get something done up against the Green Bay Packers. Now, offensively, looking at the Green Bay Packers offensively, over the past couple of years, the last decade, the Green Bay Packers were unable to stop anybody. So I'm looking forward to us actually sitting back and be able to pick our poison as far as how we would like to attack the Green Bay Packers. I know the Miami Dolphins over the course of the years haven't been able, and particularly this year, haven't been able to exploit a team's weakness. So I strongly feel like the Green Bay Packers are probably like in the bottom half of stopping the pass. So to be honest with you, I expect us to rely heavily on the running game, because I don't exactly trust our offensive line. I know we tend to say this over a lot. Laramie Tunsil's a little banged up. They got Jawan James. He's a little banged up too. They said he's going to end up playing. But that interior, Jesse Davis, Ted Larson, Wesley Johnson, them guys are getting pushed around out there. So I just expect us to get the ball out quick, and us to be able to establish the run early and often. And I just want to see King and Drake get the ball a little bit more. I feel like if we end up feeding him the ball a little bit more, we'll be able to get a little bit more explosive plays on the ground and be able to score early. Because I don't think that we're going to end up getting into a shootout with Aaron Rodgers as long as our defense is able to establish dominance early in the game. But our offense is most definitely going to have to end up scoring on the first drive. But final score, I'm going to go ahead and go 28-27 Miami. Like I said, this last stretch of games is very, very important. I probably only consider us getting like 2 losses at tops. We end up ending the season 10-6, end up slipping in the playoffs with a wild card spot. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.